So do you remember in Thor Ragnarok that scene where Hela knocks over the Infinity Gauntlet and just calls it a fake?
Yeah, of course I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people thought that was a way to clean up a little Easter egg from the first Thor movie, where in the background for a second you can see an assembled Infinity Gauntlet.
100%. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I think there's more to that story. I think that represents a weapon that Odin actually had at one point, that it wasn't always a fake.
The Infinity Gauntlet was a real one that he had?
At one point, he had the real one, with all of the stones.
Okay.
And what evidence do we have to this?
Yeah.
Hela does this big exposition where she talks about how her and her father Odin went around conquering the 9 realms. I think that while they were conquering the 9 realms, they amassed the stones. They found them all. Why would he know that the stones even exist? Is because his father, King Bor, had hidden the reality stone in some pocket dimension somewhere, right?
That's right.
We learned this in the Dark Ages, or what's it called?
Thor the Dark World.
Yeah, right. It's that good that I knew the name of the movie. So while him and Hela are conquering the 9 realms, he finds all of the stones. He's got a guy named Eitri who can make magical weapons, right? That could wield something as powerful as an Infinity Stone. So he goes to Eitri, now having all of the stones, and says, build me something that can wield this power. And he does. And so at some point, he has a working Infinity Gauntlet. Odin does.
Okay. And that's the one that we end up seeing in the trophy room in Thor.
Yeah, but it just has fake stones in it now.
So why would he not keep the Infinity Gauntlet fully assembled with all the stones?
Right. Good question. So I think this has to do with his daughter Hela. I think that he, after amassing the stones and building a weapon that had the power of the universe, he realized that it was too much power.
Yeah. Okay.
And that his daughter might use it.
That's the last person he wants to get a hold
Exactly.
of it. Okay.
So Odin could wield the Infinity Gauntlet. Once he dies, the Odin force goes to his eldest. Hela's his eldest. So how do you make sure that she doesn't get a hold of that weapon and have the power to wield it?
Oh, that's why she gets banished, is because...
Boom.
Okay. All right.
So he banishes Hela to make sure that she can't get anywhere near this power.
Yeah.
And then he takes the Infinity Stones and scatters them across the 9 realms. And what evidence do we have that he had anything to do with the locations of the stones?
Because we know that he hid one in Norway.
Boom. So Odin had to be directly involved in the location of the stone on Earth because it's in the place where his worshippers live.
Yeah.
And they even hide it in a wall with the Tree of Life mural in front of it.
He decided that's where it needed to be.
Exactly.
hid.
So
Yeah.
Odin says, okay, Space Stone's going to Earth.
Okay.
Reality Stone. He already knew where to put that because his father had hidden it. He puts it back there.
Okay.
Now we've got the Soul Stone. Who do we know that can speak charms and magic into existence? Odin's the only one that can do this, right? So imagine if you're trying to hide a stone from a psycho that is incapable of love, you would put this stone in a place where there's this magical charm and effect that says you have to trade the thing you love in order to get this stone. How does Red Skull play into this?
Yeah.
So the one stone that Odin gifted to Midgard, to his followers, to the people that worshipped him, was tampered with by
the Red Skull.
Exactly. Somebody would have to put that curse on you.
Yeah, I always thought the stones were the ones that sort of put that curse on Red Skull, but it makes way more sense if Odin is the one to do it.
And how about this? The idea that Odin is somehow watching over and protecting the stones. When does Thanos decide to start going after the stones?
As soon as Odin dies.
He must have known that Odin had some skin in the game. And how did Thanos even get the idea to put all of the stones in a glove and use it as a weapon? Where does this idea come from? There had to have been someone that did it first.
That's the only way Thanos would know that when you assemble a gauntlet full of Infinity Stones, then you snap or do whatever, you get the wish, whatever you want to call it.
How do you know that? Someone has to be first. He puts everything he has into this plan because he knows it's possible.
Because he knows it will work, because he knows Odin did it, just decided not to pull the trigger.
Exactly.
Wow. That makes sense.
It does. He was basically the protector of the stones up until he dies. As soon as his daughter comes back, luckily she has to deal with Ragnarok, so we don't have to worry about her trying to collect the stones. But even if she tried, she wouldn't have been able to do it because she was incapable of love. It just was one of her character flaws. So it sounds like you like this theory.
Yeah, I think it actually answers a lot of questions that we still had after the Infinity Saga.
Right?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Clear some stuff up, so that's cool. I would love to know what you think, audience.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. What do you guys think? Also, if you liked this video, hit that like button. That would be great. If you didn't, I appreciate you watching this long. But yeah, hit that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next one.